Welcome to Brandermill Local Radio, your one-stop shop for all things Chesterfield. This is what's happening in Chesterfield for the week of February 25th, 2025. I'm Greg Smith.
And I'm Tanya Roberts.
You ready to get into some hyperlocal happenings this week, Tanya?
Let's get into it.
I think our listeners will be particularly interested in how Chesterfield County is really focusing on its green spaces and public amenities this week.
Absolutely. Speaking of which, the Tabor County just finalized a deal to buy some beautiful land along the Appomattox River.
Oh, wow.
We're talking over 42 acres.
That's amazing. What's really interesting about this property is the history behind it.
Yeah, it includes 16 islands and the ruins of old mills canals and even dams.
Wow.
Remnants of Chesterfield's industrial past.
It really makes you think about the people who worked and lived around those mills, right? A true glimpse into the past, and to think it'll soon be open for everyone to explore.
Right. This acquisition was a collaborative effort with the Region Land Conservancy, or CRLC, and the Friends of the Lower Appomattox River. You might know them as FOLAR. They're both doing fantastic work to preserve our natural heritage.
And let's not forget the $1.7 million in funding from the American Rescue Plan Act. It's great to see those funds being used to enhance our community.
It speaks to the long-term vision of Chesterfield's Board of Supervisors.
Yeah.
You know, they're really committed to leveraging our beautiful river frontage as a public amenity.
Right.
And this purchase is a big step in that direction.
Yeah, I can already imagine the hiking trails, kayaking routes. The possibilities are endless. What do you think folks will be most excited about, Tanya?
Oh, that's a tough one. The historical elements are definitely intriguing.
Yeah.
Can you imagine exploring those old mill ruins? It'll be like stepping back in time.
Speaking of looking ahead, a quick reminder that the Board of Supervisors has their meeting this Wednesday, February 26th.
Yes, if you're interested in local government, you can catch the work session at 2 p.m. at the County Administration Building on Laurie Road, and the evening session at 6 p.m. at the Public Meeting Room on Iron Bridge Road.
Okay, great. And on Tuesday, March 4th, there's a public meeting specifically about how Chesterfield plans to use federal housing grants.
This is a great opportunity for anyone who's passionate about housing issues to make their voice heard.
Absolutely. The meeting starts at 11 a.m. in room 502 of the County Administration Building. Mark your calendars.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about something that's been getting a lot of attention. The new leash ordinance.
Yes, it seems to be a hot topic in the dog park circles.
For sure.
Essentially, dogs now have to be leashed on all county-owned property except for designated off-leash areas.
Okay, that means parks, trails, and any other county-owned green spaces. I know some dog owners might not be thrilled about this, but it's all about enhancing public safety, right?
Exactly. There were some concerns raised about unleashed dogs.
Yeah.
So the county decided to take action. I think it's a reasonable compromise. Designated off-leash areas allow dogs to run free while ensuring safety in other public spaces.
Makes sense. Now let's shift gears to something a bit more amends. Educational applications are open for the My Chesterfield Academy program until Monday, March 17th at 5 p.m.
This program is designed for residents from multicultural communities, offering them a chance to navigate local government and connect with valuable resources.
I love the idea of empowering residents to become more involved in their community. It's a great opportunity for folks to learn the ins and outs of local government.
Absolutely. Now, Greg, let's talk about some of the amazing events happening in Chesterfield this week. There's something for everyone.
All right, first up, we have a timely event for Black History Month. Introduction to African American Genealogy.
It's happening this Thursday, February 27th, from 10 to 11:30 a.m. at the Clover Hill Library.
Okay.
If you've ever been curious about tracing your family roots, this is a fantastic opportunity to get started.
Great. And on Friday, March 7th at 6:30 p.m., the Perkinson Center is hosting A Loving Community, a play commissioned by the Virginia Opera.
This production focuses on the civil rights movement and features music and excerpts from a new opera, Loving v. Virginia. It sounds incredibly powerful.
Definitely something to check out for history and art lovers alike. And for our listeners with young children, the Virginia Repertory Theater is presenting Tiny Tales on Saturday, March 8th at 10 a.m. at the North Courthouse Road Library.
This sounds delightful. It's an interactive, multi-sensory story experience using creative drama, perfect for engaging those young minds.
Awesome. It's never too early to foster a love of storytelling.
I agree.
Now, for those who prefer a little adventure, there's one last chance to catch the Banff Center Mountain Film Festival. It's happening this Thursday, February 27th from 7 to 9:30 a.m. at James River High School.
Get ready for stunning visuals. These adventure films showcase exotic locations, wild waters, and some truly challenging climbs.
Wow.
You'll feel like you're right there in the action.
And speaking of feeling connected, Chesterfield's Emergency Communication Center, or ECC, is making some impressive strides in using technology to serve our increasingly diverse community.
They've implemented the Volatia Language Network, which provides real-time translation for over 300 languages and even offers video sign language interpretation. It's a game changer for inclusivity and accessibility in emergency situations.
Imagine needing help and being able to communicate effectively, regardless of language barriers. It's a huge step forward for Chesterfield.
It really highlights the county's commitment to ensuring that everyone feels safe and supported.
And speaking of staying informed, I'm personally looking forward to the next episode of the Chesterfield Behind the Mic podcast. They'll be chatting with Jim Engel from the Board of Supervisors.
He'll be sharing insights from his first term as board chair, discussing major issues facing Chesterfield, and providing updates on projects in the Bermuda District. It's a must-listen for anyone who wants to stay in the loop on local politics.
Now, for those who need help with their taxes, the AARP and IRS-sponsored tax aid program is offering free income tax services at the North Courthouse Road Library.
This service is available to everyone regardless of age or AARP membership. They're open Mondays from 9:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m., Tuesdays from 9:30 a.m. to 2 p.m., and Fridays from 9:30 a.m. to 2:40 a.m.
Just remember, appointments must be made in person at the library. And speaking of important reminders, let's not forget about Chesterfield Alert.
It's a fantastic way to stay informed during emergencies. You can opt in to receive alerts via text message, email, or phone call. It's peace of mind at your fingertips.
Absolutely. And for parents exploring educational options, Chesterfield Virtual School is hosting an online information session this Thursday, February 27th at 7 p.m.
This is a great opportunity to learn more about their K-8 virtual learning program and ask any questions you might have. Registration for the 2025-26 school year is open until April 25th, so there's still plenty of time to consider this option.
And finally, we can't forget about our furry friends at Chesterfield County Animal Services.
They have so many wonderful animals waiting for their forever homes. This week's Adoptable Pet Spotlight shines on Pizza Pie, a 2-year-old bundle of energy and love.
Pizza Pie is described as happy, excitable, and incredibly food-motivated.
Right.
He's also a silly and fun-loving pup who enjoys playing fetch and going for walks.
He does tend to jump around a bit, so a home without small children might be best. But if you're looking for an active companion who will bring lots of laughter into your life, Pizza Pie might be the perfect match.
If you're interested in meeting Pizza Pie or any of the other adorable animals at Chesterfield County Animal Services, give them a call at 804-748-1683.
And that wraps up our news for this week. From riverfront acquisitions to adorable adoptable pets, it's been a busy one in Chesterfield.
We hope you enjoyed tuning in to Brandermill Local Radio.
We'll be back next week with more local news and happenings. Until then, stay informed and stay engaged, Chesterfield. It's incredible how Chesterfield is embracing technology to improve services for residents. You know, it's a sign of the times, isn't it?
It really is, and it's definitely a positive development.
Absolutely. I'm particularly impressed with the new language access technology at the Emergency Communications Center.
All right, the Volatia Language Network.
Yes, that's the one. It can provide real-time translation for over 300 languages.
Wow.
Which is just incredible.
It really is. Think of the peace of mind that gives to our residents who speak languages other than English.
It's a huge step towards ensuring everyone feels safe and included, especially during emergencies.
Yeah, and it's not just spoken languages, right? They have video sign language interpretation too.
Exactly. This technology really opens doors for communication and ensures that everyone can access vital services.
It really does. It's a testament to how Chesterfield is evolving and adapting to meet the needs of its increasingly diverse community.
And speaking of staying informed, I'm excited about the upcoming episode of the Chesterfield Behind the Mic podcast.
Yeah, me too. They're going to be interviewing Jim Engel, the Bermuda District Supervisor.
It's a great opportunity to hear directly from our elected officials and get a glimpse into the inner workings of local government.
He'll be talking about his experiences as board chair, the challenges and opportunities facing the county, and even some specific projects in the Bermuda District.
I'm always interested to hear about what's happening in different parts of the county.
Yeah, it's a great way to stay connected to the community and understand the issues that matter most to our neighbors.
Now let's talk about something that's on everyone's minds this time of year: taxes.
Oh yes, the dreaded tax season.
But there's good news for Chesterfield residents.
Really? Tell me more.
The AARP and IRS are sponsoring a program called Tax Aid, which offers free income tax assistance.
Free That sounds too good to be true.
But it's available to everyone, regardless of age or whether you're an AARP member.
That's fantastic. Where can folks access this service?
They have volunteers at the North Courthouse Road Library ready to help.
That's convenient. What are their hours?
They're available Mondays from 9:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m., Tuesdays from 9:30 a.m. to 2 p.m., and Fridays from 9:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m.
So there are plenty of opportunities to get assistance. Do you need to make an appointment?
Yes, appointments are required, and you have to make them in person at the library.
So drop by or give them a call to schedule your appointment. This could save folks a lot of stress and money.
Absolutely. Now, while we're talking about important services, let's remind everyone about Chesterfield Alert.
Yes, that's a crucial tool for staying informed during emergencies.
It's an opt-in system that sends alerts directly to your phone, email, or even through a phone call.
You can choose how you want to be notified, and it covers a wide range of situations.
Everything from severe weather warnings to road closures and public safety announcements.
It's the best way to stay in the loop and make informed decisions when it matters most.
Peace of mind is just a sign-up away.
Speaking of peace of mind, let's talk about educational options for parents who are considering alternatives to traditional schooling.
Chesterfield Virtual School is hosting an online information session this Thursday, February 27th at 7 p.m.
This is a great opportunity to learn more about their K-8 virtual learning program.
They'll be discussing the curriculum, the technology they use, and the support systems they have in place for students and families.
It's a chance to ask questions and get a feel for whether virtual learning is the right fit for your child.
And if you're interested in enrolling, registration for the 2025-26 school year is open until April 25th.
So there's still time to explore this option and make an informed decision.
And now, Greg, let's shift our focus to something a little fluffier.
Sounds good to me. What do you have in mind?
Let's talk about adorable, adoptable pets.
Always a favorite topic. What's happening at Chesterfield County Animal Services?
They have a new pet in the spotlight this week, a 2-year-old dog named Pizza Pie.
Pizza Pie. That's a unique name. What's he like?
He's described as a happy, energetic, and incredibly lovable dog.
He sounds like a real character.
He's always up for playing fetch, going for walks, and cuddling up on the couch.
He sounds like a great companion.
He does. He's very food motivated, which makes training a breeze.
That's always a plus. But is there anything potential adopters should know?
He can be a bit jumpy, so a home without small children might be best.
That's important information. But if you're looking for a lively and affectionate companion, Pizza Pie might be the perfect match.
Absolutely.
How can folks meet this adorable pup?
They can contact Chesterfield County Animal Services at 804-748-1683 to schedule a meet and greet.
And be sure to check out their website for photos and information on all of their wonderful adoptable pets.
Speaking of wonderful things in Chesterfield, I'm constantly impressed by the variety of events and activities happening each week.
It's true, there's something for everyone.
From historical explorations to artistic performances, educational opportunities, and even outdoor adventures.
It's clear that Chesterfield is a vibrant community with a lot to offer.
I'm always excited to see what each new week brings.
Me too. It's a privilege to be a part of this community and share these stories with our listeners.
And speaking of sharing, I'm eager to hear what our listeners are most looking forward to this week.
Yes, what events or activities have caught your attention?
Let us know on social media or by sending us an email.
We love hearing from our listeners and getting your insights.
After all, this is your community radio station, and we're here to keep you connected.
And that brings us to the end of another news-filled week here on Brandermill Local Radio.
Thanks for tuning in, Chesterfield.
We'll be back next week with more local updates and happenings.
Until then, stay informed and stay engaged. And for anyone looking for some more in-depth local insights, be sure to check out the upcoming episode of Chesterfield Behind the Mic.
Oh yeah, they've got a great guest this week.
They do Jim Ingle from the Board of Supervisors.
Oh, cool. I always like to hear from him.
He'll be discussing his first term as board chair and the big issues Chesterfield is facing.
Definitely fascinating to get that behind-the-scenes look at local government.
Yeah, and he'll be providing updates on projects in the Bermuda district, too.
For sure. So if you live in that area, you'll want to tune in.
Absolutely. Now, switching gears a bit, let's talk about something that might be helpful for folks as we head into tax season.
Oh, yeah. Taxes, everyone's favorite topic. What do you have for us?
Well, I'm happy to report that Chesterfield residents can get some help with their income taxes for free.
Free?
Really? Tell me more. It's a program called Tax Aid sponsored by the AARP and the IRS.
That sounds reputable.
It is. And the best part is you don't even have to be an AARP member to use it.
So It really is for anyone in Chesterfield.
Exactly. They have trained volunteers ready to assist with tax preparation and filing.
That's great. Where can folks find these helpful volunteers?
They're at the North Courthouse Road Library.
Okay, convenient. What are their hours?
Mondays, 9:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. Tuesdays, 9:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. and Fridays, 9:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m.
So there are plenty of opportunities to get some assistance.
Yes, just keep in mind that you need an appointment and you have to make it in person at the library.
Good to know. So stop by or give them a call to schedule that appointment. It can save a lot of stress and money.
It really could. While we're on the topic of important services, don't forget about Chesterfield Alert.
Right, a vital way to stay informed during emergencies.
You can choose to receive alerts by text, email, or phone call.
It covers all sorts of situations, right?
Yes, everything from severe weather to road closures and public safety announcements.
I think I need to sign up for that.
Yeah, peace of mind is just a sign up away.
So true. Now, for parents considering other educational options, Chesterfield Virtual School has an online info session coming up.
It's this Thursday, February 27th at 7 p.m.
Okay, a chance to learn more about their K-8 virtual learning program.
You can get info on the curriculum, the technology, and the support for students and families.
Sounds informative.
If it seems like a good fit, enrollment for the 2025-26 school year is open until April 25th.
Great. So there's still time to check it out.
Yeah.
And of course, we can't wrap up without talking about our furry friends at Chesterfield County Animal Services.
This week's adoptable pet is Pizza Pie.
Pizza Pie, what a name.
He's a 2-year-old dog who's happy, energetic, and super affectionate.
He sounds like a real character.
He really does. He loves playing fetch, going for walks, and cuddling.
Oh, that sounds so sweet. Anything potential adopters should know?
Well, he can be a bit jumpy, so a home without small children might be best.
Okay, good to know. But if you're looking for an active, loving dog, Pizza Pie might be the one.
He might be. To meet him, just contact Chesterfield County Animal Services at 804-748-1683.
And be sure to check out their website for all the adorable pets up for adoption.
Well, that brings us to the end of another week of news here on Brander Mill Local Radio.
It's been a pleasure as always.
Thanks for listening, Chesterfield. We'll see you next week with more local updates.
Until then, stay informed and engaged.